Get this. Let's walk through this. When the Father began to speak to me concerning this particular moment, He said, Anthony, you have created an atmosphere and transforming the minds of the people to prepare for demonstration. And He began to breathe upon me to prophetically declare a moment in this year that we will position ourselves to walk in what He promised. We've been talking for quite some time about manifestation, about Yahweh manifesting His word and manifesting His promise and manifesting what He already spoken to your life. And we talked about living in the now and how He's doing it at this very moment in the unseen. And it is our faith that draws it into the seen. So He asked me to declare prophetically a moment where we can position ourselves to be availed for transfer. And tonight we are upon that moment, and I'm about to help you get positioned. One of the critical elements in possessing the promise is being positioned. That's right. One of the reasons why we continue to miss what He's doing and wants to do is because in most cases we are out of position. The position you are in is very, very important because it is imperative that you are synchronized in the place that Yahweh wants you to be for the appointment to receive what He desires for you to have. One of the struggles that we have is that the enemy is always at war trying to move us out of place and out of position. Because he recognizes that there is something about being at the right place, at the right time, with the right mindset, with the right people, with the right attitude. He understands that. So that's why you have to always strategically look at your life and find why the enemy is always fighting you in certain areas. Because he recognizes that there is an appointment that's set up for you to get a divine release in your life that will change your current situation. That's right. The issue with us is that sometimes our current situation becomes the worst enemy of our position. Our current circumstance becomes the worst enemy of our position because we lose position being concerned about current circumstance. I'm about to help you because what I'm trying to tell you in positioning, and I'll explain it in a moment, what I'm trying to tell you that position is not only about a place or a time. It's also about a mindset. It's about a mentality that you have to have and keep and maintain and maintenance so that you can be in the right mind frame when it's time for Yahweh to do what He needs to do. One of the greatest fights we have is mentally. You're right. That's right. One of your greatest areas of warfare is in your mind. And the reason why the enemy is fighting you so drastically in your mind is because he's trying to get you to think yourself and speak yourself out of position. That's right. He's trying to get you to think yourself and speak yourself out of position because he knows. Look at somebody say he knows. He knows. Look at somebody on the other side of you and say he knows. Now tell yourself he knows. He knows that Yahweh wants to do for you exactly what He said. Okay, I thought that was going to help somebody. He knows that Yahweh wants to do for you exactly what He said. And the trick is to get you confused or get you discombobulated to the point that you have a double mind and cannot stay in position to receive what Yahweh promised. Walk with me, walk with me. So your circumstances begin to amplify to a point where it shifts you out of position. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing because we are so accustomed to circumstances that we miss the implication of what Yahweh is doing in the realm of the Spirit. Where you are now is right where you need to be for your next breakthrough. Okay, I'm going to try it over here. Where you are now is right where you need to be for your next breakthrough. You've been telling yourself you don't need to be here in order to get what he's getting ready to give you. That's a trick of the enemy because he's trying to make where you are look like where you're not supposed to be so that you will move from where you are, chasing something you already have. I posted on Facebook the other day, don't let go of what you have, trying to grab what you want, because maybe what you have, what you need is already what you have. Something is wrong with how you're looking at it. Right where you are. And here's where I'm about to encourage you. Because some of you are in the most discouraging position you've ever been in your life.
That's right.
Some of you are in the most hellacious wars spiritually that you've ever been in your life. Some of you are in predicaments where you can't even talk about it. You're just trying to fight your way through it and trying to see the light. Some of you are in predicaments where you're saying, where is Yahweh in the midst of this? He said he is always with me, but right now I don't feel him doing anything. I don't see him doing anything. It seems like I'm all by myself and I'm all alone. No, Yahweh has you right where he wants you. He's going to bless you right where you are. You are perfectly positioned. The enemy wants you to believe that you are not. The enemy wants you to believe that you're in the wrong condition. You're in the wrong area. This is not where he's going to bless you. It is a facade to get you to move. Look at somebody and say, don't move. Don't tell them, don't move. Tell them, don't move. Tell them, don't move where you are, but take another look. What you see is really not what you see. The reason why you're seeing what you're seeing is because of the way you're looking at it and the way you're consciously thinking about it. I'm going to try it again. What you see is not what you really see. But the reason why you're seeing it is based on how you're thinking about it. The way you have constructed your consciousness about your situation has come to life. So what you have to do is deconstruct everything that you allow to be constructed based on your perception that Yahweh did not give you. How am I saying all this? Because he promised to do something for you. And if he promised to do something for you, where you are is perfect for the promise. Let's look at the text. If you notice throughout Scripture, Yahweh always gets a person in a certain posture before he blesses them. Yes. It is a certain posture, which is a certain position or a certain momentum that he places people in when he gets ready to do something drastic.
That's right.
He placed Jacob at Peniel to wrestle for transition. He placed Elijah at the brook to prepare for a transition. He has placed you where you are tonight because you're getting ready to transition. Okay, let me help you. Where you are tonight is perfect for transition. And the reason why, because after tonight, you will never look at where you are again in your life anymore. Look at somebody and tell them, this is the last night that I look at the circumstances that are